Chris, this is mainly aimed towards you, since I know you're an avid Subzero player. I'm not going to get into too much depth, because it can get very boring easily, but I think this is a very good beginner tech video to introduce you to maybe a little bit of a deeper concept of not just playing Subzero, since it could be applied to a lot of the characters. Maybe not the whole vortex concept, since nobody really truly has a true 50-50 like Subzero that can vortex the way it does. But hopefully this will teach you something. And we're going to start off by just saying that you can do, you must block overheads high, and you must block lows low, naturally. How do we enforce these? We do it with Palm Strike, which is your Y attack. It gives you 22 frames of hit advantage. And to give you a visual representation of what that looks like, here's standing 1, right? Now here's standing 2. How much faster I jump than he does. Now, with that out of the way, after I do 2, I get it. The opponent has to block, no matter what. They have to respect whatever you are throwing out next, okay? So why not use that 22 frames of hit advantage to enforce a mix-up? The mix-up being the overhead or the low. So now, like I said, I don't want to get into too much depth of why this works. Hopefully that 22 frames of hit advantage gives you a reason or some understanding to the concept of that frame data in specific. I'm going to give you a little scenario of what it may look like if you hit the opponent with an ice ball. Now they have to block. Now this is assuming the opponent's blocking wrong every time, because this is the low and the overhead. If your opponent doesn't know how to block low, you could do this all day. And I shit you not, this is true. You could do this all day. If the opponent literally doesn't know how to block low, sorry, you could do this all day. So they're dead. Sorry, I gotta get the there we go. Now this doesn't involve any meter. That's if they don't know how to block low, because they have to block no matter what. Now, let's say they do know how to block low, right? And then they're like, all right, he's going low. So then you go overhead, and then you can go low again. Now the overhead one, you do have to meter burn it, or else it won't combo. Okay, and then you can cash out. Now, what I'm going to show you a couple of exactly what I'm doing. All the moves are right there. Obviously, you know the ice ball. You're going to be comboing your overhead one into the meter burn, right? All right, and you're going to be comboing your low one into the non-meter burn one because you don't need to. So the jump in is I do it with Y or 2. Because it does a little bit more damage. If you do it with X, you get 50. Like that, right? So you go Y, and then whenever I land, to jump in into that, because that is what gives you the frame advantage, and you're enforcing it, like I said before, your low and overhead mix up. So you know how to combo, right? Either burn the overheads, jump in, right? Now, for optimally, since you do only have 2 bars of meter, you can only do 2 overhead mix-ups. But optimally, you could, with a full life bar, let's say you did low, overhead, low, and then you cashed out. I don't know an optimal combo to cash out with, but I'm going to give you an example of what it looks like. And Subzero has a nice bar reaching. It's a high, unfortunately, but it ends with a mid, so we'll go. And I said I was going to start with a low, so let's try that again. Overhead. We're going to go low again. Then we're going to cash it out. and that is obviously not an optimal combo, especially not in the corner. But that's a lot of damage for, I mean, they would have to guess wrong. If they didn't guess wrong, this is where living and dying by the mix comes into play, because let's take a look at what the frame data looks like if they do block it. So your overhead, sorry, in the overhead, there is no hit confirm on that overhead, I don't believe. Negative 15, every character on the cast is going to give you a full combo between 30 and 40. And the low, same thing. I think that one is hit confirmable. There's only one way to check. Oh, wrong thing. I think I didn't set it. Yes, right. I suck. I don't know. It's hit confirmable, it seems. But if you have an opponent that doesn't know how to block low, you could just cheese him to death all day. But that's it. Hopefully this concept, you know, it's very beginner. Some people call it overpowered because it's a true 50-50. Some people say it's cheesy. It's a guessing game. And Subzero is the only character on the cast to truly retain a true 50-50 from Mortal Kombat X. And like I said before, I missed that game. Loaded with standing resets with 50-50s across the cast. But yeah, I hope you enjoy that, bud. And I'm going to put this up on YouTube for you right now. Let's take it easy.